Welcome to Storifide. In this episode, we'll dive into the supposedly haunted Stanley Hotel. In 1903, inventor Freeland Oscar Stanley, or as some referred to him as F.O. Stanley, was said to be extremely sick and underweight when he moved to the area of Estes Valley. He was told he needed fresh air and sunshine, but he probably wouldn't live much longer. But after moving to the Rocky Mountains, within just a few months, it was reported that he started feeling much better, and indeed, he lived to be 91 years old. Unsatisfied with accommodations in the area, he and his wife Flora set out to build the Stanley Hotel. It was a massive structure with 420 rooms. The main hotel and concert hall were completed in 1909. It thrived for many years. However, by the 1970s, due to the lack of care and investment at the hotel, it was no longer in great shape. It was almost to the point of demolishing. But a visit by a famous author was enough to renew interest and eventually the restoration of the hotel. Who was that author, you ask? Well, none other than Stephen King. King and his wife spent the night in room 217. When they arrived, the Kings learned that the hotel was closing for the winter and only a few staff remained, but they checked into room 217 as the only paying guest. That night, the author had a nightmare in which he saw his young son being chased down the hotel's corridors by a fire hose. He woke up drenched in a sweat and lit up a cigarette, and there he worked out the idea of what will become his third novel and first bestseller, The Shining, which remains a landmark masterpiece in a long and well-known list of novels. Now, Mr. Stanley passed away in 1940, and it has been reported that he has appeared to some of the guests checking in at the reception desk, hovering behind employees. And Mrs. Stanley, who passed away just before her husband, can still be heard playing the piano in the hotel's empty music room. Now, many guests have reported strange activities in many areas of the hotel, but some more than others. Reports include shadowy figures, children running around, children laughing, giggling, and playing, lights flickering, and things moving around on their own. Doors also tend to open and shut on their own. Orbs and distortions have been caught on camera, and guests and employees sometimes report hearing someone telling them, "Get out." Room 407 is said to be occupied sometimes by Lord Dunraven, who owned the land prior to F.O. Stanley. Room 418 gets the most reports of hearing or seeing children. Room 217, which is also the room that King stayed in, is said to have visits from Mrs. Wilson, who was a housekeeper at the hotel many years ago. Room 428 has reports of a friendly cowboy who appears at the corner of the bed. And room 401 has also had many reports from guests of being haunted. Now, the hotel has been investigated by countless people and teams over the years, including teams from the Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures and from Sci-Fi's Ghost Hunters. You can find countless stories like these online, each guest experiencing either an uneasy feeling or a feeling of being watched, or experience some of the things we just mentioned. Now, I must say, this is not a sponsored video. However, if you want a more up-close and personal view, or want to hear more detailed stories about the spirits that roam the hotel, you don't have to stay overnight to experience all the hotel has to offer. Tours are available daily with tour guides, and each restaurant, bar, museum, or spa offers a unique experience. Are you brave enough to experience the Stanley Hotel for yourself? Drop a comment down below if you've been there and would like to share your experience. And also, if you haven't been there, do you plan to go see for yourself? If you like this type of content, please hit the like button. And if you're brand new here, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when we upload new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.